one, two. And the world and what it tells us so many times, the people in the government, the people in not even just the government, in the whole entire society, which different governments and how they treat their country, how they treat their people. When I look at this world is so full of hate, so full of jealousy, greed, all things that is bad. And to change this world and to change the mindset of this people, how do we do that? We all see that there's so many things that's going on in this world, but we don't change it. We look at the killings of the black men. We look at we're looking at the how people get away with it. We even look at the fact that we have a race thing going on here between whites and blacks. And that's funny because it's always between whites and blacks, but not between anybody else. I don't know why whites and blacks can never get along. One thing I also see too is the biggest topic of this is God, because so many people like to classify God into a religion, and I'm not a religious person. I do not like to talk about religion. Why? Because I don't see religion and God in the same category. I hear there's a saying that you don't want to talk about politics and you want to talk about religion because it's not the argument. That is true because God has nothing to do with either politics or religion. So if God has nothing to do with politics or religion, there will always be an argument. But if you're talking about God, that's a different story. They're one entity, one unit. Everything in this world is made of Him. When it comes down to, now I'm not talking about the material things. No. I'm not talking about a car or a house, or those type of things. I'm not talking about those things. Those are made by money. We all know what was made by money. I'm talking about the sky, the trees, the animals, all the grass, everything that we see, that we can feel, that we can taste, was all created by Him. And the thing is, we don't acknowledge that in this world. We don't acknowledge that at all. We always find excuses. We always want to blame somebody. Why we always do that? Instead of, there's only one problem. To everything that is going on in this world, there's only one problem. It's the fact that no one is connected to God. We're just like walking zombies in this world. Not one person wants to have a one-on-one connection with God. Just because somebody says that I know God, or I have God is with me. I know, yeah, God is with you. Or if somebody says I walk with the Spirit of God in me. Or if somebody says that I have a personal relationship with God. I want to challenge that. How do you know you have a personal relationship with God? Just because you said so? No, that's not how it goes. If you believe in Christianity, if you believe in the Muslims, Hindus, all those things, you don't have a connection with God. Because God has nothing to do with any of those things. If you want to look down the Bible, from the old, nothing really making really sense per se when it comes down to the people. Now, in the Old Testament, we talk about the Israelites, Hebrews. In the New Testament, we talk about the Jews. In the Old Testament, we talk about black people. In the New Testament, we talk about white people. But for some reason, they want to connect each other. Now, I don't want to lose you. If the Israelites are black and the Jews are white, why do we say today that the Jews are Israelites? Just because they live in a place they call Israel? Remember, man named everything. And man also wiped away history from people who were ignorant at that time to what was going on. At that time, we're talking about the slave trade. Yes, black man went through a lot during that slave trade, but black man was not stupid. You have to understand, in our minds, you might think that you run us. You might think that you have power over the black man. But in really, you have no power whatsoever. Because one thing we look at is this. You always come after us. You lock us up. You take our freedom. You kill us. You probably rape our women. You do every type of thing to us. And it seems like you always do it to us. Why? What about us that you hate so much? We don't really do anything to you, but you hate us. Why do you hate us? I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder why do you hate us?
Exactly. The scare maybe?
Yes, that's true. It might be because they're scared, but that's not the biggest thing. The fact is you hate us because you know who we are. And the fact is, since you know who we are, you have no reason but to hate us. Because you want to be like us. And the fact is that you took our history from us. That means that you want our history too. Because you have proven it through our history. But let me tell you something. This is a new generation, a new decade, a new life. The end, but also the beginning. The end meaning is coming to the end of the chapter for you. And the beginning is coming to a new beginning for all people who are with God. And all people who eventually will wake up to know who they really are. Understand this, brothers and sisters. I'm not against anybody. But I want everybody to understand who they are and to accept who they are. Because if you don't accept who you are, how are you going to move on? You're always going to be stuck in one place. Now, if we look at this world in America, basically, that's where we are. America is controlled by a government. That is controlled by a government. Let me say that again. America is controlled by a government that is controlled by a government, but the government that is controlled by, we don't know anything about. It's got a secret government. So what the people that we think that are in control are really not in control. They're just the puppets for the ones who are.
Scary, yeah?
Yeah, scary, isn't it? But we know this. America, we know this. We know all this information. We know what these people have done. We know everything. I mean, we see it. But guess what? We ignore it. Guess what? We let it happen. Matter of fact, we even re-elect it. Re-elect the people who is doing it. We give them, we congratulate them. We clap them when they walk into the room like they deserve any claps. We congratulate them for a job well done when they know that they just kicked us in the ass. That doesn't make sense to me, man. That really doesn't make sense to me. The reason why America will be judged, and the reason why America will fall, is because America is not repenting for its evil ways. I've talked about many different things. The reason why I've talked about many different things, because I can stay on one thing and carry it on for very long, because it's, for one topic there's a whole bunch behind it. But I want to talk about many different things because I want to come to one point, and one point exactly. And that one point exactly is that we have a God. No matter what you or anybody else want to call him, we have a God. And our God is calling us to what? To repent in our ways. Our God is calling us to know ourselves. Repenting and knowing ourselves might be different to you, but it's really not different. A lot of people don't know themselves. God said you are made in His image. If you're made in His image, to know God is to know you. If you don't know you, you will never know God. So that's why I said, many people are walking around like zombies in this world because they don't really know themselves. They don't really want to accept themselves. Black people are walking around here like zombies because they don't want to accept that they're black. They're so shamed inside their skin, and they don't know that they're the powerhouses behind everything in this world. If black man was never in this world, there will be no other. We were the beginning, and we also will be the end. Many people don't believe in God. Alright, if you don't believe in God, look at yourself now. Look at yourself. Who are you? Who are you meaning, what do you represent? Do you represent evil, or do you represent good? Do you like evil, or do you like good? Do you do evil, or do you do good? That's who you are. And that's what you're going to be judged on. If you do good, or if you do evil. And all that comes from one place, is the heart. It doesn't matter what a man looks like on the outside. It always matters what is on the inside of a person. I, for one, will tell you, anybody that doesn't believe in God, I understand why you don't believe in God. Because the world has put you to a place where you said there can't be no God. But things have to happen for a reason, boss. Things have to happen for a reason. To awaken the mindset of a person. Because if God came here and just did everything in front of everybody, gave everybody everything, did everything for everybody, nobody will learn anything. We come in this world, that's why you see so many celebrities are falling off. Because honestly, they haven't really been through anything, because they were given everything. The most smartest people in the world are the people that's on the streets. Homeless. Because guess what? They see everything. They scope out everything. They know what is good from evil. They know the people who is good people, who is not bad people. They understand life much better because now we have to actually live a life. Not actually be given a life to live. Because most people, you guys get given the life. Many of you have not even done anything to have that life. And then guess what? This is what makes it even worse to me. Is when a person feels that they're better than another person because of what you have. At the end of the day, you're not going to have anything. Because you were born broke, or you're born without nothing, and you're going to go without nothing. So in the end of the day, who are you? You're better than me. Because your color of your skin is a little paler than mine, or a little different than mine, or even darker than mine. Because guess what? Even today, a black man's threat is a black man. Because a black man is the only person that can get a black man. You understand? If it wasn't for the black man, we wouldn't be here today. If it wasn't for the black man, we would have never went through slavery. If it wasn't for the black man, we would still know who God is by name. We don't know God by name. We walk around here calling God in their name. Looking at the letter J, for instance, Jehovah. You understand? Where Jehovah come from? Jesus. Where Jesus come from? And we all know that in the Hebrew alphabet, there's no J. Matter of fact, The letter J never even existed to the 1600s. If we look back in even the Bible when it comes down to the disciples, those names are too common names today for them to be existing back then. And how can in the Old Testament we have names that we can't pronounce, and in the New Testament we can pronounce every single name? I don't understand that. It's weird to me. I take my God very seriously. And the fact that people have come around along the line and have deliberately took my God away from me, meaning took his name away from me, which is the most precious name in the world. That hurts. And that causes me as a person to like look at life and say, what? Are you kidding me right now? You think I'm gonna go through my life looking at this stuff, allowing this stuff, even though in a way I can't do nothing about it, but in a way I can? I've been through many things in my life, and I've seen many things in my life, and I've been taught many things in my life through experiences. Met many people, been many places, and yet life is it's just not what I want. It's not where I want to be because of the people and the atmosphere and the energy that's in this world. I remember as a young kid, man, I felt the energy in this world, man. The energy in this world was so evil, man. And I don't even know where all the evil comes from. But I'm not gonna bore anybody with this long thing. But I will tell you this, brothers and sisters, and I please and I beg you, because we have been warned twice, America has, and we're not going to be warned again. God has spoken, and you might even look at this video and say, okay, this man don't know what he's talking about, this man is nobody. But honestly, I am somebody, and I'm one with God, and I come here to deliver a message to you personally, to tell you that life is coming to an end. Everything that you see around here is coming to an end. And if you do not stop what you're doing and actually call upon somebody, even if you don't know his name, you know there is a God, so you know there's someone, whatever his name is. Because you see the times, you see what's going on, you see the seasons, you see how they're trying to kill us out. And honestly, I'm really talking to black people. You know why I'm talking to black people? Because we are the foundation of this world. We built it. We were here from the beginning of it. And we are the ones that's going to carry on. And I want to awaken you to not really look at what history or what people have told you, but to really look at yourself and say, why are you hated? Why are we in this despair? Why do we hate our black brothers and sisters so much? There's something wrong with that picture. So let us twist that around a little bit. Do a 180 on it. and start loving our brothers and carrying our brothers, not just because, it's the right thing to do, but because it's something that will allow us to be one. And when you're one, God will be there with you. The reason why God is not with black people is because we're not one. If you become one, or even show the initiative to become one, make the step. Start it. Look at all the stuff that we used to do, the Black Panthers and all that stuff. Look at all that stuff. Start something. Don't keep on letting us get killed. You guys know what's going on. We as a young people are saying we are the future for this generation, but you're not giving us a future to do anything with. We are the young ones are saying, okay, that foolishness that you're talking about before, or what you learned before, don't bring it in the future, because we don't want to hear it. Because we have done our research and we have done our stuff, and we're not going to buy those things no more. This is a new time. Let's start this whole thing over, because it's not working for us. We're questioning too many things. We're seeing too many things. We're not stupid. So we as a young generation, as a young black generation, I'm saying black elders, give us an opportunity to stand up for ourselves. Give us the opportunity to make sure that we have a future where we can be who we're supposed to be. Stop lying to us. Stop listening to the white man. Stop bringing the white man to us. Stop believing in them. And stop believing in us, because we are your generation. We are your future. Come to us and say, okay, we have messed up. We have taught you foolishness. Now can we move forward? What can we do differently? And what we say to you is, move aside and let us come. Move aside and let us come. Because we were sent here. Like I said in the beginning with the slave trade. The black man was ignorant, but they wasn't dumb. They were very smart people. And they knew that the white man thought that they would have the mindset of the black man forever. But they knew that one day, maybe hundreds and hundreds of years from now, that there's going to be a time when the black man is going to wake up and realize who they are. Black men. Now is the time. Respect. Peace.